Namaste. Welcome to Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam Meditation, Affirmation and Story Track. Today we will be listening to Sri Mahavishnu's names from the 34th Shlokam. Please sit comfortably, relax to feel connected.
इष्टाय अविशिष्टाय नमः। शिष्टेष्टाय नमः। शिखण्डिने नमः। नहुषाय नमः। वृषाय नमः। क्रोधग्नि नमः। क्रोधकृते नमः। कर्त्रे नमः। विश्वबाहवे नमः। महीधराय नमः। इष्टो विशिष्टः शिष्टेष्टः शिखण्डी नहुषो वृषः क्रोधः क्रोधकृत्कर्ता विश्वबाहुर्महीधरः
Please remain in meditative state as we chant these affirmations. May I not judge people based on what they are experiencing now. May I know that I cannot expect to reach a goal of happiness while traveling the path unhappily. May I know what disturbs me and what does not. May I accept appreciation with grace. May I prepare myself to receive truth. May the past experiences with a person not block me from being present with that person in this moment. May I know when anger arises and may I know its purpose. May I know if the anger that arises in me is because of my ego getting hurt or because of humanity getting hurt. May I know when I resist something that is good for me. May I work towards letting that resistance go. May I practice letting go through various purification practices like divine name chanting, breath work, heartfulness cleaning, Ho'oponopono prayer, and so on. Let us now enjoy the Kathabhinaya for the 314th name, Krodhaha, the one who, after destroying the Kshatriyas for 21 generations, immediately calmed his anger at the request of sage Kashyapa.
Long ago, in the sacred land of Bharata, there lived a fierce warrior sage named Parashurama, the sixth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Though born into a family of Brahmanas, to sage Jamadagni and Renuka Devi, Parashurama was no ordinary Brahmana. Trained by Lord Shiva in the art of warfare, he carried the Parasu, an axe blessed by Mahadeva himself, and was known for his unmatched valor. One day, the mighty king Kartavirya-Arjuna, proud of his 1,000 arms and power, visited the hermitage of Rishi Jamadagni, where he was offered food from the divine, wish-fulfilling cow Kamadhenu. King Kartavirya-Arjuna, coveting the cow's power, forcibly took it to his capital, which led to a confrontation with Parashurama. Enraged, Parashurama stormed into the palace and killed King Kartavirya-Arjuna, who was not practicing dharma, and took the cow back. On hearing that Parashurama killed their father and also took back Kamadhenu, Kartavirya's son stormed into the hermitage where sage Jamadagni was calmly meditating. In retaliation to their father's killing, the king's sons killed sage Jamadagni. The injustice of a king forcibly taking a poor cow, and of the sons, the princes, who, instead of protecting themselves killing a sage, made Parashurama boil with rage. He came to know that there were many kings who were adharmic everywhere around. Parashurama, burning with fury and grief, vowed to wipe out the arrogance of the Kshatriya class who were practicing adharma. Wielding his Parasu, he travelled across the land and destroyed the Kshatriyas 21 times over, shaking the very fabric of the earth. Though victorious, the land moaned under the weight of bloodshed. Parashurama's heart, once ablaze with rage, now longed for peace and penance. The warrior in him stepped back and the sage emerged. To seek atonement, he performed the grand Ashwamedha Yajna and requested sage Kashyapa, the ancient rishi, ancestor to many clans, wise, calm, and ever radiant, to conduct the Yajna. Parashurama invited all the great sages to participate in the Yajna. After completing the Yajna, Parashurama stood before Kashyapa and said, "O great sage, I have rid the world of wicked kings, the kings who were supposed to be the savior of the citizens and protect them and failed in their duties. I now offer all the land I conquered to you. May you restore harmony upon it." Sage Kashyapa accepted the offering. Kashyapa now smiled and said, "Dear Parashurama, now that you have avenged the kings 21 times after, you must leave the krodha, the anger that you hold." To this, Parashurama replied, "Yes, O great sage, it was but for a purpose to let know the world that when a king forgoes dharma, it will not be tolerated. A king should be a protector. When he turns a predator, dharma should be established. I did what I had to do. I am now without anger. Let there be peace and prosperity everywhere." Thus, he became Krodha, the one who left anger or is without anger. Om Krodhagne Namaha. Om Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu.